This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Oh, look who it be.
Hey, man, who it be?
Look who it be.
Shit, what's up?
Oh, shit, it's Wayne Brady.
It's Wayne Brady, bitch. Damn. Wayne Brady's a goddamn menace to society.
He's a menace to society.
But he also warms the ladies.
Believe it or not, he does actually reference that skit in last 2 seasons of Who's Line. He would just he would talk to the audience. You know who it is, bitch.
Why not? Again, he's given off this such a nice, clean persona for so many years. Like, why not character and just be wild?
I legit like him as an actor, and it's a shame that some of the other Who's Line guy and Mad TV guys aren't as big as some of the SNL guys.
That's very true. Yeah,
because I look at Bill Hader on Barry, and I'm like, where the hell did that great performance come from?
Years of repression.
Right.
You know, we were trying to decide what to watch the other day, and my daughter chose Wayne's World. And I was like, I love you so much.
Song.
This is a parenting win. Let's watch every second of it. She's like, Dad, could you not say every line in this movie? Impossible.
Look,
impossible.
Mad because I can quote.
I will quote the entire fucking movie.
I don't get mad if you quote your favorite cartoon daughter. You know.
That's right. That's right. You sing your K-pop all the time. Let me fucking quote this movie.
If you can quote SpongeBob and whatever, let me quote my, spectacle epic. I know not everyone likes this show, and like every movie and show, I'm sure you guys are familiar how it takes like a year to filter out the reviews. Who was trolling or review bombing versus legit liked or hated it, or was in between, like great visuals, disappointed by the ending. And I quoted verbatim what the one dwarf elder in Rings of Power says. The dog can bark at the moon, but he cannot break it or jump on it, or something. He cannot reach it, and I don't know why. That just made me go, "Ooh, get some!" Just like,
dude, it was delivered. Friggin' Durin was a boss.
Yeah, that's what his name. Yes, Durin.
Yeah, see, honestly, I didn't get very far. I got in The Hobbit and I finished the first one, and I was not interested in seeing the rest.
Well, and
you're always like that, though.
The problem with The Hobbit is it should have just been one. I just saw someone re-upload the fan edit that has all 3 Star Wars prequels together, and I can't wait to share that. It looked good.
Because, The Hobbit was like a 78-page story.
Well, and movie 2 has that whole first hour where they're on the river. That's literally like 2 pages.
Yeah.
Barely half a chapter, and you're just like, okay. I don't care about all the other changes. That's whatever.
It's always over dramaticism. You have to kind of have that thing when it comes to show. You just want to draw people in. You have to make these big sequences, things.
Unfortunately, so yeah. I mean, but at the same time, I've even had to tell people with all the comics and books, it's like, that's okay. That's got to stay in its own oyster. That's why you got this campy version of Batman or this other actor who did a good job playing him, but it wasn't your version of Batman. I do this with. You've seen the Sam Jackson movie, A Time to Kill?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. They deserve to die. Those whole
nail.
I hope they burn it out. And that whole first chapter, they show him where he goes to the black market, where he buys that assault rifle. If you put that in the movie, you would rob it of any suspense.
That's true.
You'd be like, okay, so he's on death row or he's going to jail. This movie hasn't surprised me so far. Why should I keep watching? You would kill your audience's patience, even if it was true to the book. And so, and I have this argument all the time with people. I'm like, well, staging that would be shitty. There just would be no way to make it interesting like this.
Yeah, they could if they made The Hobbit like they did Lord of the Rings, they would have a solid hour and a half of a history teacher being up front and be like, this is where the evil
Then he
is.
became king
This
of
is
the
the
Netherlands, and then
And
he.
the forest goes down into this. And did you know that in the history of this forest, it was blah, 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 blah for
Yeah,
an hour
Tom
and a half?
Bombadil's a great character, but that whole chapter, you put it in a movie, it would be anticlimactic. People would be like, what's the whole point of that? It served nothing.
Sounds accurate. Go.
I did this with, shit. What's the other one? It just came out. No, actually it didn't come out. But, I don't know. Like, there's some Philip K. Dick stuff that wouldn't be as interesting as, say, Blade Runner or Total Recall. You know, it's just like The Expanse. They had like a very fascinating character who was like a Middle Eastern Texan. Not Amos, the other guy. And it was on The Expanse, and cool show. But long story short, he was a minor enough character, and it looks like it was meant to be that way. And then I find out after the fact, that guy was actually, they had some very disturbing like sexual assault stories about the actor behind the scenes, and
they were.
And it wasn't hard to dispute because like he was a dick to all fans, and so like he attacked him on Reddit. So you're just like, okay, bye bye, you know. And so, and the book fans were cool with it too because they're like, he's a minor enough character, you know, that. We've already liked what you've done with the world and made it your own. You know, you can do whatever. You know, it's not such a major thing where you're like, oh, I wish they kept to this. You know, it's like, yeah, sure, you can kill him. You can make a change. It's not that big a deviation. So everyone won. It's what I'm getting at. Yeah, it didn't.
It's really hard for me to separate a book from a movie.
No, it's fine.
If there's a book that I really like, or even that like I sort of like, and they make a movie about it, I want that movie to be like page for page.
At least have the voice. Like, it's so funny. I get into this with a family friend. He's a Tom Clancy loyalist. I'm like, yeah, you got to tear those pages out. That's boring. You know, the movies are fine, but he's in love with the Jack Reacher movies, and I'm like, that's a mediocre NCIS with Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible. You know, good fights, but sucks compared to the books. Like the books, I practically could not put them down. I was late several times picking my sister up from college. We would
because you're sitting there reading the book.
I'm sitting and she's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm in the library." You said that an hour ago. Oh fuck, my bad.
That's because I haven't been lying either time.
He's been being shot at. He's running away like the fugitive, but he's a really smart guy, and he's not like Jason Bourne where everything is a weapon. There's vulnerability. So it was a good book series, but yeah. Different movie.
So before we go on, because we're actually, recording whatever, please tell everyone who you are and where
the hell am I?
Yes, who be dis?
So first off, Kev, thanks for the hookup. Next, Jay, thank you. And you were the original Marvel Knight.
He is the one with the knowledge. He does all the other social media. I just have the number. That's me.
I put a number on everything. Anyway, so I am Cam Sully of Jacked Up Review Show. And we decided back in 2019, before COVID hit, to just have a variety show. First, it was getting into some deep cuts on video games, comics, movies, and TV. And then we decided to finally come out of our shell a bit more and say, hey, how about we talk about these different properties that went into different stuff? Like this awesome movie became a just as epic, comic book series, or this was a disappointing video game spinoff based on, a comic or cartoon. Didn't make good use of the license, or it's fun, but only if you're a fan, not if you're not a fan. We like talking about those things, but yeah, we've been going even more retro. We've done everything from, we're going to be doing Austin Powers this week, but like we've been doing all kinds of other just like kind of deep dives, from Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, don't get eliminated, and just we did Rocky and Bullwinkle. We've done all kinds of other stuff. We even did a major Blade Runner discussion, which we're going to split into like 12 parts on Philip K. Dick. So
that's awesome.
and so I'm all used to doing that. I drive everyone crazy because I like to push the button. They're like, because you don't hear it in the recording, but it says this recording has ended or started. I'm like, I'm splitting this up. I'm making this work for me. I've had to tell people to be patient. I'm making sure you don't sound awful on the recording. I'll be remastered the sound. And other times I've had to say, hey guys, I know you enjoyed it a lot. I don't think we can use half of it just because no one knows what we're talking about. You know.
See, we were at a point when I was cutting it up and everything, and I was re-listening every time, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. They can get us.
Let it flow.
They can see us. We'll just flow, and like we have a rough topic when we come in, and then we're just like, fuck it. We just go wherever, and then we're like, all right, it's been 45 minutes. Well, that was fun. Let's post it. Go on business.
You do have to go to that point too. We've gotten to the point where it's like we might be talking about something that's for the whole family, but sorry guys, we just don't care. We're gonna curse.
Yeah. We never hold back the curse words. Sorry.
That's sorry.
we joined the UNF pod, and that was one of the questions on when we initially talked to him. Was like, are we still able to like curse? Because we do a lot, and we
don't give a fuck.
Like we're gonna fucking curse a lot. Is that a bad thing for you guys?
They were pretty cool. I mean, the rule was pretty simple to get behind. It's just you can do anything, just don't talk shit about other podcasts. Okay, deal.
And I mean, it's pretty easy because they're all pretty nice, anyways.
Oh yeah.
My only unwritten rule is don't have defamation of character.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, and some people can't separate it. And I've had to say, whoa. Okay, you find them miscast. Don't destroy the actor's livelihood. Don't tell this celeb to jump off a cliff. They sucked in that, TV show. And stop. Unless we're talking about a guy who's very talented, but also has shown to be a Nazi in real life. It's like, come on, be the bigger person.
I think we do a good job of
no, your guys
pointing out like we're like, this is our opinion. We're allowed our opinion. You have yours. This is what I think. Like, eat shit. Eat shit.
Get fucked. Yeah.
Terrible. Well, since you're here, we have our Infini-Tome, and it is a collection of questions that we have come up with which to ask our guests.
What's our favorite color?
It's not so easy. These are the ones to really get to know you, sir. Really get to know you, to get to the depths of your soul.
I actually think that is one of the questions.
What is?
He's giving it away. Did I use a Jedi mind trick on you?
No, he did it from across the states. No.
It's actually number 12.
Put it in the grapevine.
All right, number 12. What's your favorite color? You can't pick black.
Oh, it's fine. It was never going to be that. Orange.
See?
Very
Jay, black's not a color.
Color. Shut up.
It's not a color. It's the absence of color.
It's all color.
I will argue this to the
if I can merge brown, purple, and orange into one thing, and it all ends up being black at the end.
Much like white, you can modify it.
It's just doo-doo brown at that point.
No,
you're doo-doo brown.
Stop it, sir.
It's a former artist. It's a color.
Oh no, he's a symbol.
Okay.
The world is gray, Kev.
Okay, well, let's pick another number, not 12, between 1 and 44.
42, because that's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fans will understand that. That's
true.
Universe,
That's true.
life.
That's the answer to the meaning of life. Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
No?
You gotta actually have a conversation. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of attractive or turn-ons or other things, but if you're constantly being driven as crazy by someone as you are madly in love with them, then there's also something off. It's got to be a perfect blend. Like, you guys relate on so many levels, but that's just me.
I mean, I believe in lust at first sight. You can look at someone and be like, damn!
Well, I'm not just that. It can be mistaken, yeah.
Damn! But not love. I'd have to agree.
Yeah, you're personal. Loving it.
All right, Jay.
Well, he has to pick a number.
I just picked 42.
Pick another one now.
Oh, pick another one.
He's like, you pick it now.
I'm gonna go with 12 because it always takes about.
You already picked 12.
I picked 42.
Yeah, but before then, the one that you came up with was already 12.
So
Oh,
now you mentioned 2. So
Jay, you pick one then.
oh, good grief.
8.
All right.
8.
You know what? He says 8. I can go with 8.
Because we all relate to an 8 ball.
I feel like he's going for all the easy ones. I mean, this one's a very easy one. Who is the ghostess with the mostest? I'm gonna laugh at that.
Who's the hostess with the mostest?
The
Yeah, the
ghostess
Ghostess.
with the mostest.
So like a dead person who was really cool, or like what's a ghostess?
You know what? When we came up with the question, it was just for fun. But now
Now that I'm questioning,
we can look for deeper meanings on it.
I know a ghost is
Yeah.
a female ghost, so I'm gonna just say it's probably Sigourney Weaver.
When she passes, she will be awesome as a ghost.
Yeah, she's Disney princess technically now. So
Oh yeah.
She deserves it.
Fox ruins everything.
Well, Fox first, Disney's got sloppy seconds.
Oh.
I said it, and it's true.
No, it's fine. I never expected that to be worded that way. That's awesome.
We're gonna have to cut that part because I want Disney to like us.
I mean, I want Disney to like us too, but at the same time, I'm not gonna.
I want Disney to give me money. Then I'll shut
Yeah,
up.
please.
I mean, let's be completely totally honest. You can still talk shit about people's properties, and they will be like, okay, as long as it's attention to our brand, we don't care.
Except Wendy's.
Yeah, don't
Wendy's will shit on you in a second.
heartbeat.
I thought that was Taco Bell.
Taco
No,
Bell. will make you
Taco
shit.
Bell, you will shit yourself.
Okay.
You will do the shitting for both of
All
you.
right.
Yeah, whoever is running Wendy's account is relentless and terrible. They will find you.
Why so serious?
It's like they found some random
These burgers and
teenager.
chicken is the shit, and you will be shit upon.
Did you know that everything is funny in chicken?
I believe it.
Yes. I would like you to do the rest of this guest as a chicken, please.
I don't know.
Just
Chicken.
sing any song in chicken. It's funnier. You probably shouldn't say that while you're drinking.
Oh god.
You're
Okay.
not wrong.
Knock him dead. Knock him dead. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna give you another one. What is a book that you would recommend?
1984.
I love that book.
George Orwell.
I actually just finished listening to that on Audible.
Hey, Audible.
That's right, dude. I sit behind a desk all day at work and I plow through those fucking audiobooks,
Whatever you got to do, man.
obliterate them.
Get those authors. Yeah.
I listened through all the Wheel of Time series.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
And they're fucking phenomenal. I don't know if you've listened to one.
I've seen the show, but yeah, I know it's based on a book.
Oh my gosh, the show is nothing. Like I got like 4 again, when it comes to books and shit, if it's book movies or series based on books, I watched The Wheel of Time and I got like 3 episodes in. I was like, they fucked it up. They fucked it up. And I'm not gonna watch this anymore. They broke it.
That's on the table.
They did it wrong. They did. They already did it wrong. But like they broke. That's why I stopped watching Game of Thrones.
Well, for people who had not read the book, they could keep until till the end.
I mean, but they didn't. They haven't finished the book, so technically, there's not really an end yet. But you know, whatever.
No.
Liberties.
Oh, don't you know?
Don't you know? For sure now, eh?
Golly.
Oh, laddie.
So what? You said you wanted to bring up comics, and when you texted, you were talking about comics and what was it? Oh, I gotta look at it now.
We talk about so much things.
It's usually in the middle of work, so I'm always like, text. Okay, back to work. Oh, Halle Berry.
Oh, I was
Charlize?
thinking in the future we could talk about some of her and Charlize's movies as well as Old Guard.
Oh, what comic books are you into?
I do a bit of everything, but I definitely read a lot of Dark Horse, in between kind of guy.
What specifically through Dark Horse?
Oh man, you ever read any Painkiller Jane or Terminator comics or something?
Oh, see, I haven't read the Terminator comics.
But
They got to be better than the movies now.
yeah, yep, yes they are. And they have various other properties, but I've been even supporting some independent comic book artists like Carissa Grant and J.R. Honeycutt on Reptilian Media. That's interesting seeing independent minds come up with their own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, like everything else is basically just following cycle, which is what history unfortunately seems to do.
Yeah, and
So-
after the Comic Gate scandal, I'm like, man, so many artists have just got to shut up about stuff they don't know about.
Yeah,
Wait, what is the Comic Gate scandal? I don't think I've heard of this.
So some of your favorite comic book writers and artists, everyone's got one,
Right.
identify with neo-Nazis.
What?
after
Yes.
the comic book industry founded by, primarily Jewish folk. Fun.
Yeah,
Fun.
but there's a lot of them who were just showing, wow, I'm a white supremacist, and you're like, oh my word. Like
Can
Frank,
you just draw and shut up?
Frank Miller is very much like some of the characters he plays, and you're like, or he writes. I'm like, are you serious?
Can we not? Like, there are some things in this world that are like, this is the absolute evil.
Are you trying to ruin everything for us?
Yeah. Like, are you
Yeah.
trying to make everybody fucking miserable? Like, you realize that this is genuine. Like, there's nothing in this that is redeemable.
Nothing in this world that's anywhere here.
I mean, there are some things that people get attached to, and you're like, there's really nothing good about that. And I'd like to say, with 99% confidence, Nazis are one of those.
Right.
Where you're
Oh,
like,
man.
Everything is awful.
Everything is awful. Yep.
everything sucks when you're part of a team. Everything is awful.
Yay, it's a new SS. No, get out of here.
Oh, God.
Stop
Shoot.
it.
Shoo.
Jump the ship. Yeah.
Hail Hydra?
Oh, God.
I mean, at least there's for world domination and superpowers.
Do I get Captain America powers?
I mean, I've heard it's pretty accessible. It's more accessible than radiation, which is gross, and terrible.
Do
All
you
I
guys
gotta do
ever follow the Who Would Win show?
No, what is that?
So, an MMA fighter who trains Secret Service and SWAT guys
Oh,
goes
shit.
against a former wrestler, and they take various fictional characters and have them face off. They've done everything, and from the Muppets versus Sesame Street to Thanos versus Goku versus Superman. They always change it up. They just did Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees. That was hysterical because they like doing neck and neck stuff. I loved it when they did Jack Bauer versus Jason Bourne. They
Ooh.
do all kinds of stuff, and they always bet on doing a rematch or saying, okay, fine, screw it, we're going to just have the entire team this time. Sometimes they've had to just shake their head because sometimes they had a rematch but had the characters kept losing no matter who was repping them, so they're just like, I don't know even what to do with this anymore. I guess it's got to be the newest version of the character, even though I don't like that version of the character, because they have this finishing move that'll devastate, and they have to come up with 3 points. The judge is often a famous voice actor.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah, Emily Swallows from The Mandalorian. All kinds of people have been on there, and it is hysterical. Roger Craig Smith is another one. There's just all kinds of guys that go on there, and it is hysterical.
That does sound pretty funny, though.
And sometimes the judges will play games. It's like, I was waiting for you to mention this point, but you didn't mention it at all, so I had to give the other side the win. And it's like, damn you. And they tried to keep it PG, but it's so funny when we look at the bloopers on Patreon and they are just wailing. No, you can't bring the Infinity Gauntlet into this. Well, he's going to have this. No, if I can't have the Dragon Stones, then you can't have that. It's a neutral location.
I think we did an episode where we found a website that did like, it would draw up random, it was like random
like
D&D
AI
characters and like monsters and whatever, and we hit the random button just to see if they would fight. And we're like, why are they popping up vampires again? Vampire versus barbarian, okay.
I mean, obviously the vampire still wins.
But wasn't it like Loki versus a hunter? And you're like, what the fuck?
I think I have seen stuff like that. You type it in and it'll just generate it, and you're like, where are you getting this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that poor hunter. Oh, your brother's a snake.
AI is not AIing, that's for sure. AI better.
Sometimes.
AI better.
AI is better.
Model
Man.
T800.
What'd you say?
I said the Model T800. Are we going all the way back to T100?
We're going back to Skynet again. Okay,
No, we can go back to Wayne's World when he's like, have you seen this boy?
Oh, there you go.
go.
Even more meta universe. Damn you, Robert Patrick. Then he became an X-Files agent. I get it.
I think there needs to be a podcast where at the end of every podcast they go, you know what? Let's do the Scooby-Doo ending.
Yes. Oh my God.
Are we
they
running-
do bring up on the Who Would Win show Toon Force for cartoon characters is like, well, see, they're not just any person who's going to go down or who bleeds. They, by the sheer power of being a cartoon, they can do impossible things that a normal person would die from. And they have done Scooby-Doo. He's like, he can teleport and hide under stuff that any human or dog actually couldn't.
Wile E. Coyote would always win.
You're
He'd never
right.
get a hit in, but he would never die.
He blows up, but yeah, like Kenny, he finds a way to come back.
He'll always come back, but he'll never get a hit in.
Oh, so that's the funny
Ever.
thing too. They have to often go down to the either battlefield removal or the 2-minute rule, where it's like, well, technically they're never gonna die, but you can knock them out for 2 minutes.
2 minutes is enough to hack off a body part.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that out loud?
But then they're cartoons, so they should be like, oh, there it is again.
So true. Yeah.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit, man?
Right.
Go to Toontown.
Until you find the vat. Until you find the vat.
You know how many nightmares I had about that one scene
That's
where
fair.
he's dropping the shoe in the vat? As a child, I had so many nightmares
Really?
about that. I don't know what it was, but it was like, maybe it was just because Christopher Lloyd looked scary as fuck as well.
Oh yeah, and Roger Rabbit, yeah.
Yeah, but him like and then also when he was going in and his eyes bugging out and shit.
Yeah, pretty creepy.
Oh,
Melting.
I had another no.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was
Not
more of a
terrible.
Space Jam guy.
You were what?
I was more of a Space Jam guy.
Space Jam was a
Live action cartoon. Yeah.
I mean, Jay and I are probably also older than you, so
No, it's
sorry.
fine. No, I like Roger Rabbit. I saw it when I was good.
I saw it when I was too young and was like, I'm traumatized.
What's so funny is I thought every other tape I wore out and it had tracking issues. I watched the shit out of Space Jam and I never had any tracking issues. What's up with that? Watched it like
As long as you know how to adjust. You never.
Yeah, but I never had to though. That's the thing. I'm like, what?
I mean, I don't think I really had to do any tracking. I VHS tapes.
I'd get a bad tape from the video rental store once in a while. And it's like,
That's because people kept landing in the wrong places.
wrong places.
You know, here's a good question for you. So, what movie have you seen the most? If you had like your whole life, what movie do you think that you've seen the most of any other movie? And I'll give you time to think about that because my movie is The Mask. I remember I watched that so much I could recite it from memory. Like the entire movie, I would say it from beginning to end. Like Jim Carrey, Jack Black, Mike Myers, all of them, they were my idols. And so, like, The Mask, I remember I had every line ready. I would sit and then I would finish it. I would rewind the VHS tape. I would play it again and I would recite the whole fucking movie again from beginning to end.
So many kids programs, so many other fun stuff. I'm gonna say it's a tie between Ferris Bueller and Muppet Treasure Island.
Okay. So are those the ones that you can recite from beginning to end?
Just about. Like there's so many just quotes and everything. And ultimately though, I might go with Die Hard, but I don't know, man. There's just so many, like, even if I didn't see it all the way, like I would just if it's on TV, like I'm going to just stop whatever I'm doing and just nothing else matters today. I guess I'm watching the rest of it.
I guess this is what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Well, screenwriter intended it that way. Producer intended it that way. They wanted it to run every December when it got the TV deal. And I think it actually aired in December on CBS.
It's a Christmas movie. Everybody else needs to shut the fuck up. Christmas with the Cranks can get out your ass.
There's Shane Black came up with the title. He does every movie at Christmas. I mean, come on, it's at a party, you know.
Party at Nakatomi Town.
Yeah, Nakatomi. The Burl Ives song that plays at the end, you know, Let It Snow. Come on.
It's a good movie, but okay. I'm sorry, Jay.
Ho ho ho! Now I have a machine gun. Yeah.
All right, Jay, what is yours?
As far as a movie that I've seen, I would say also The Mask or Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Oh,
The second one, not the first one.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I watched the second one more than I watched the first one.
I know I could recite the first one because that was one of those like coming of age tales when my boys were old enough. I was like, come with father. Yeah, I need to take 2 hours of your time. I need to introduce you to something I love. And it was, don't ever do that. Just
Don't do
for
it.
future reference, don't do it with your children because if it's something you love, I spent the whole movie sitting there like this. And every time something funny was happening, I was watching my kids like, are you going to laugh?
Yeah.
Are you going to laugh? Are you going to laugh? How funny was that part, right? They're just like, yeah, it was okay. Come on!
Their humor is so much different than ours.
Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
That would definitely be what my cousins saw the most. Anytime we went to the lake house, there was a tape of that, and they played the shit out of it.
So funny.
Cited it. That's what made them Dave Chappelle fans, Carrie Ells fans.
Oh my god.
I'd seen Princess Bride growing up, but it was just like, wow, that's the same dude, and that's Patrick Stewart doing a cameo. Oh my god! And I love how he has to use a jackhammer to attempt to take the
chastity belt.
Yeah,
off.
it's like that's funny, and
It's an Everlast.
I have some people who have grown out of it. I'm like, oh come on, any
That's
comedy.
impossible.
No, you can't grow out of that.
That's
Yeah,
impossible.
I think the thing is, I think the people who are shitting on this and John Hughes and all the other ones, they're either we're too late to the party, so they're kind of the whole I don't get Citizen Kane type crowd, or who knows, maybe someone who they can't stand likes something, and so they're taking every movie too personally. It's like, well, I don't give a care in the world if you got into this because of a bad boyfriend, you know, like this movie works, you know, and
Yeah.
I think anything can be bad. Like if you watch everything every day, you'll grow out of it or overrate it unintentionally. But it's like, well, that's fine. That's why you do it every few years or once a year. Don't you know?
I do.
Like
I do
you will go
understand-
brain dead stupid if you watch a Will Ferrell movie every day.
Yes.
Oh god.
Will Ferrell movies are so hit or miss though. Like
Right.
there are some Will Ferrell movies where you're like, this is fucking gold, and then there's other ones where you're like, this is the stupidest shit I've
That
ever
was a
seen in my entire
terrible
life.
idea. Yeah.
Why did this even exist?
Land of the Lost? What the hell was that? Yeah.
But then like Talladega
really-
Nights, I remember watching it the first time, being like, this is the stupidest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. But I watched it a second time, and I was like, this is the funniest fucking thing.
And it's actually well shot for a so-called mindless movie.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
Have you seen the ad with Gary Cole? And it seems like he's doing a play on of Ricky Bobby's dad.
No.
Just look it up. Gary Cole car commercial.
Oh my!
And,
Oh.
and it looks like he's doing like a total. Like he seems to do this a lot. Like he's on NCIS now, and there's times where I'm like, did he just make a West Wing or a Harvey Birdman reference? I swear he just did. You know, just people like to be sneaky. They love to just little small things, and you're like, are you just hoping I catch that? Yeah.
Look, I'm about to turn 41, and I still quote Robin Hood Men in Tights consistently. I would say probably at least once a day. I'm quoting Men in Tights at some point. It's an everlast. Oh, Robin, you lost your arms in battle, but you grew some nice boobs.
Freaking Lincoln.
Bad.
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
It's great.
Oh my god, I love that movie so much.
It's a good one.
I love it so much.
It's a good one. I do have to take a break from Spaceballs. I've seen that one so many times. I'm like,
that's
okay.
fair.
Oh,
I know it's so word by word. I don't want to ruin it for everybody. This is like, they beamed me in ass backwards. We're combing the desert.
Have you ever watched those a movie with someone that is those type of people that are terrible to watch movies with? I had an ex-girlfriend,
Plenty,
and she was great. But anytime you watch the movie, it was like every 2 minutes. What's happening? What are they doing? Why are they doing that? Why is that? I'm like, just watch the fucking movie.
Every friend and family member has done that. I find my friends will be all glued into Game of Thrones or Stranger Things, but impatient with certain other stuff. I'm like, my mother will want to know what's happening. I'm like, it literally just, it's a suspense show. Like, I don't know what's going to happen on this X-Files or Criminal Minds episode. Just give it a minute.
Yeah, just wait. They will answer your fucking questions.
Or maybe it won't. Maybe you got to go the whole episode. Be patient, but stop asking me a question I do not know the answer to. I showed my siblings Gremlins 2 about 3 Christmases ago, and it didn't go over so well. So I had to just bite my lip and say, I think I'm done doing any of these Christmas movie get-togethers with you guys. And and I tried to be funny. I'm like, okay, well, then we're going to watch these psych episodes that are holiday themed. That's all you're getting from me. I'm not watching this stupid movie for the best time that you did last year. It's just.
We're going to watch a movie, but you need to not ask me questions until the movie's over. If you still have questions at the end of this movie, please ask away. But if it's not answered,
movie.
That's it. I mean, I was watching Wayne's World with them, and they kept asking, "Why is that happening? Why are they doing? Where is this at, motherfucker? It's a comedy. You gotta let some shit slide."
If it was a Vine video or TikTok thing, would you be asking this? No.
Right.
So I think
that's probably because short ass attention spans of the day.
I think it is that. I think it's that coupled in with being spoiled and everything. I see people who are like, I'm too lazy to take out my Blu-ray set. Okay, well then you lose the right to complain when it leaves streaming.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember going? Does anybody remember going to a doctor's office and not having a phone? Not having a tablet to entertain you? I was like, well, I guess I'm waiting an hour and a half and figuring out what the fuck I'm going to do.
I hated phones growing up when I had
Me too.
Nokia, but we did it because we needed a family plan and we were tired of using walkie-talkies and we needed a way to, stay in touch. Have to be after school or in detention or whatever. It's just like, okay, cool. I'm here taking the SAT. I needed to pick me up at, 5. But once it got to, yes, we get rid of the flip phones, get all these other phones. It's like, I think podcasting in many ways I associate with making me value my time more and more, actually.
Yeah.
And use the phone for good instead of just the passwords and dicking around and playing a game,
Man, I remember, I was anti-phone for the first year they were mainstream.
2001.
And then my ex-wife, which is when I graduated high school. So showing my age.
Oh, damn.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Sorry.
That's when my ex-wife bought me a phone. And that's the only reason I had one was because she bought me one. And, but there was a couple times. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, word can't reach me.
I had a phone. and I remember it broke, and there was I had to have like I didn't have a phone for 3 days, and there was that first day where you're like I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone. What am I going to do with myself? What do I do with myself? And then the second day, it was like, this is amazing. This is the best day. Like, I don't have I don't have to check my social media. I don't have to check my messages every 5 seconds.
Mhm.
This is wonderful. This is amazing. And then I had the third day where I was just like, this is the best. I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing. This is great. And then I got my phone the fourth day, and I was like,
Go right back to the norm.
yeah, exactly. If I did not have a phone, I would be fine. If I didn't need it for literally fucking everything now, it'd be fine. It'd be fine.
I need mine to help with one of the devices I use to de-stress myself while sleeping, but I'm sure I'd find a way eventually. Be like, okay,
I'm just going to homestead. Fuck it.
can't call me in for overtime job.
If you need me, come out to my home in the middle of nowhere. It's 20 miles out that way.
Yeah.
Drive down the dirt path. You'll find me. Mm-hmm. It runs off solar panel and grit. That's it.
Not the grid.
Put it on the grid.
Pretty.
You can buy that shit at Lowe's.
Let's never go there again.
I'm doing the gritty. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I have children. I know how to do the gritty.
I do have.
Put it on the grid.
Both of them are staring at me like this fucking idiot. This fucking idiot.
I've seen better gritties.
Well, I mean, I'm in a chair. I'm not really up. I'm just rotating it to do said gritty.
Oh, yes. He likes it gritty.
All right, you're on your own. I'm taking the elevator down.
Not the old man way.
I'm sorry. Let me take the stairs.
Wow.
All right, old man.
All right, Austin. Stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. The escalator's broken.
Are you,
Take the elevator.
don't you want to pick a canoe? Don't forget the canoe.
Look, that was the best fucking going down the stairs ever because that looked so fucking good. I've never done a fake going down the stairs behind a couch as good as he did in that fucking movie.
Sure, there wasn't actual stairs.
There could have been, and then then I'd look like an idiot. But fucking, like the escalator was so smooth.
Oh yeah, that was facts. That's facts.
That was fucking smooth.
You know, you have a skateboard guy.
Big Fat Greek Wedding had a funny walking behind something, making it look like they're descending, and then to make it even funnier, they actually run into something. Showing my age there. So I must ask you the immortal line that Conan the Barbarian has once asked us, and that is, "What is best in life?"
Ooh.
What is best in life?
What is best in
life? With my age, I want to say a generic happiness, but that's difficult because it's very, very. I would say stability right now. Because the fact that I'm in a place and I'm like, I'm not worried about losing this place. I'm not worried about this happening or that happening. Stability where like I know where my food is. I know where my bed is. I know where my roof is. After 41 years of dealing with this bullshit, that is what makes me happy. Is like, yeah, I have a bed. I have warmth and I have cool, whatever I want. That is contentedness for me.
Okay. I would say a sense of freedom.
I love it, man. Hey, see, you guys are just chill. You got it.
I love just feeling like I can get in my car and just go where the fuck ever I want if I feel like it.
I don't have that freedom.
I mean, I kind during the day.
You do. That's fine because you have someone else helping you. Me, single dad life with 2 girls. There's no. No. You got to worry about babysitters. You don't do that.
Just because I go where I want doesn't mean I do things when I get there. That costs money.
That's true.
So freedom as in I can go place. Like, I'll go to a nice park. Just enjoy the scenery.
I'd really like a nice day-long hike. That would be great.
Plenty of places around.
That would be great. But that requires a whole day with no responsibilities.
Yes. I fear bears.
I don't fear bears.
Sir.
What kind of bears?
And
Tame bears?
Black bears.
Hmm.
Yeah. There's around here. The occasional bobcat, coyote. And then for some random reason, even though I don't believe we have mountains around here, cougars. Cougars. That's the most random.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
What? You just what? Huh? What?
The Office?
Okay.
I see what you
You're about to
did.
have
Am I the only one?
Dwight
Come
Schrute had to.
Bears
Okay.
beats.
Oh man.
What about you, sir? What's your answer?
What is best in life? I'd
what is best?
say, well, shit. Probably.
Shit is best in life.
No.
I mean, the satisfaction of poo. Does go along.
What is best in life? Getting a hug.
Hugs are nice.
Hugs are nice.
I don't think there can be one best thing in life. There are lots of things that.
That's true. I gotta go.
Maybe the best thing in life is a good perspective. Because I could walk up to a flower and the perspective of "fuck it, I'm on my way to this." That's a bad perspective. And the perspective of "I'm enjoying life. This took time. Look at that pretty flower." That's a different perspective, and that brings happiness, and that is best.
It's
True.
That's why, that's one of my new things that I've been trying to teach myself, because it's easy to fall into that depression.
Yes.
Where you just zone out and you're every day is fucking misery. But I have an hour lunch break, and I take just 10 minutes to take a small walk. And I'm I will not look at my phone.
Yes.
I will not pull out anything. I will intentionally look at the sky and appreciate the clouds. I will appreciate the fungus. I will appreciate the mushrooms. I will appreciate the trees. I will appreciate the fucking animals. And it sounds stupid, but it's 10 minutes of me just being yeah, these are good things. I appreciate this. Enjoy that oxygen. Oh, yeah. That's the shit.
It's the shit, man. It's the shit.
This is some fucking awesome oxygen.
So fun fact, you mentioned Battlestar, by the way. Did you know that it's in the same universe as Blade Runner and Aliens?
What?
Yeah. And to make that even more meta, there's the Terminator crossover. So in my mind, the Cylons were caused by Skynet. And Valverde, the fictional country that's in Predator, is also in Commando, Die Hard 2, and a bunch of other movies that Joel Silver and Steven D'Souza have written. But yeah,
the webs have been connected.
The Replicant, Ridley Scott confirmed that the Replicant company, the Weyland Yutuni one, is what co-merged with the Replicants in Blade Runner. So the evil corporation in the Alien movies is.
Yeah, so all this kind of.
But yeah, the Battlestar guys were big fans, and they kept referring to the Marines as Colonial Marines, and they kept using all the Blade Runner terminology and using the same guns. So, yeah, Edward James Olmos also worked on both, so he had his fun. I'll take it. That's a cool cinematic universe.
Honestly, if I were ever to direct movies or make games or anything, I would make them all in the same universe, just so I could make that first game and then
Mhm.
find ways to connect it to every single
Instead
other
of
game.
all the rights issues, it's like, okay, you're the distributor, but I own the ideas, so I can do whatever. You know,
Yeah, and if you don't like it, eat shit.
Shit, what are you gonna do? If Saint Elsewhere can do it with every show, why not?
Ooh.
man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that we've hit quite a long way. So,
Rock bottom, baby. Rock bottom.
Mr. King Sully, where can they find you? Because we've had a wonderful time talking with you.
We're on Linktree, Spotify, Podbean, many more. And more importantly, just give us a shout, like just make a request. Join the discussion if you want even more hands-on experience, and let's do it. We'll try analyzing all and giving a love letter to every kind of entertainment format we can. We'll have some mental health and fitness experts come on once in a while too. So something for everybody.
That's cool.
Thank you.
And that's the Jacked Up Review podcast, right?
Yes.
Jacked Up Review podcast.
Yes,
That's right.
All right. Sorry, I got distracted by children walking in. Okay, so Jay, where can they find us?
Oh God, it's me again. All right. Well, you can always find us at KJandAPodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to find us on Twitter, Instagram, and on Threads. Don't forget TikTok and YouTube. If you want 6 hours of bonus content, you can always find us.
No!
On Patreon.
You can find us.
That's right. You can find us.
It's
You do the
not,
job.
it's not a tumor.
It's not a tuba.
No one's gonna watch you, Christy. Mommy and Daddy are not here anymore.
I'm not your mommy or your daddy.
Feel free at 858-848-5562. That's KJNA, and leave us a message and or little voicemail.
Show them
Text
your
us like Cam did.
Correct.
uncandid camera.
And last but not least, if you ever want to donate to a podcast, buymeacoffee.com/KJNA podcast. Would love the donation and help us to grow and give you more content.
All right, but thank you so much, Cam, for joining us today and bullshitting.
We'll do some more superheroes and comics very soon.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sounds